Ladies and gentlemen, 2027 is going to be a pretty good year, whether you're on a budget or if you have money to spend. Now in the middle, this is something that a lot of the manufacturers are doing. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this video. Now I will go ahead and tell you now, these are all 2026s, but I figured it's really hard to find a level 1 and a base RHO together. So the one in the middle is coming for 2027, and I'm going to explain pricing and the new package that's coming, which is why I titled the video this way, so that way people can find it for next year. Now I did borrow these trucks from Larry H. Miller, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah. Be sure to ask for Jan. Let's go ahead and check out the window stickers for the level 1 and base. That way you have an idea of what you're getting, and then I'll discuss that new package for 2027. Now the base price is not going to change for either one of these trucks, so I'll just show it to you here. So $73,795. You guys see the short listing of standard features. That's not going to change either. But what will change is the option. So molten red is the only option on this truck. Destination is $27.95 for a total price of $77,110. And here is that level 1 equipment group. So you guys see massage seats up front. You have heated second row, ventilated front and rear, so that is an option. Driver's seat memory, rear 60/40 split folding and recline, traffic sign recognition. So there's a lot of things. I'm not going to call every single thing out. So this package gives you a lot of nice things. So digital rear view mirrors there, 19 speaker. We'll talk about that here in a second, and surround view camera. So if you want 360, these base RHOs are not going to have that either. So destination is right there, and this truck is $87,105. Now if you're looking at the 2027 model year, which I think you'd be crazy to wait for one of those trucks personally, and I'll explain that here in a second, you are in luck, because the new equipment group package that they're adding to these trucks is going to basically give you Harman Kardon and 14.5-inch display for, I believe it's $29.95. Now other good news for 2027 is if you're looking at the base model, 360 camera will be standard on that truck. So that's another good news thing, because if you don't want to spend the 10 grand that you just saw, well, you have another alternative. Now here's the problem I have with waiting for 2027. All 3 of these trucks have a 10-year 100,000 mile warranty. I'm sure you guys saw it on the window sticker. I would think personally, if you're looking to keep this long term, like you know you're going to keep this truck for at least 7-8 years, why not just get a 2026? Because as I've already seen, all the 2027s that have shown up to the dealership so far have a 5-year 100,000 mile warranty for the powertrain for the diesels and 5-year 60 for the gas engines. So again, I think you're crazy to wait. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. If all you're after is the off-road prowess that the RHO gives you, you're in luck, because that all comes standard. So you guys see the front bumpers, that wide stance. This thing is what, 6 inches wider, which is why you have the clearance lights built into this functional hood scoop. You also have the heat extractor, so you have that sport performance hood standard. LED headlights all come standard. Front parking sensors standard. And let's see, all of that protection down below too, all that comes standard on these trucks. And that's the nice thing about the way that they package the RHO. Adaptive cruise control. The only thing that you're going to see missing obviously is the camera system, but again for 27 that comes standard. So if that's important to you, then it might be worth waiting, because if you just get a base RHO for $74,995, I didn't mention that, so it's $1,200 more for 2027, and that comes standard now. You guys see the suspension. So it does have the Bilstein shocks. That does use spool valves. It does have external reservoirs tucked away in there too. Coilover setup. And this is the base truck. So you guys will see on the mirrors, turn signals, no cameras on this truck. However, they're right here for the level 1 equipped trucks. All the venting, and these are functional too. This one does have the running boards down below. Now up top on the roof, you guys see, neither one of these trucks have the twin panel. If you want the twin panel, you got to spend the 10 grand to get that level 1 equipment group, and it's probably gonna be the same way for 27 too. If you want to get that twin panel roof, you're gonna probably have to spend the most money to get it. Smart key system does come standard, and I do like the black door handles too. This is a nice accent, right? This does have the largest fuel tank. I believe it's 33 gallons, 91 octane. They do provide a liner out back, so they don't cheap out there. You can see the shocks a little bit better. Has a squared body on there too. Rear locker. I think the front's gonna have an open diff. Now, here's something else that doesn't really pop out. You do get the power sliding glass, but you guys see your high mount. You do have a camera for the rear view mirror, which I'll show you on the interior. However, that's not bad, but that does look like incandescent bulbs up there. So if you turn on the lights, yep, those are incandescent bulbs, which is an easy fix on the aftermarket world. Spray and bed liner, no power in the bed. And on this side, let's see, you have a power tailgate, okay? And this truck is optional, obviously, with power too. Now you can get 2.4 kilowatts too, but LED lighting up top there, and both trucks have defrost with the power sliding glass. There is a button on the side here with this truck here, and boom. Now this one was assisted, as you probably noticed, so you don't have to worry about it falling down. 4 and 7 pin for your trailer. LED license plates come standard on the back too. However, you do get these camera provisions here. So if you want to add a camera on the inside of your trailer, on the back of your trailer, you can use it for that. All the badging is the same. You have the dual exhaust, off-road bumpers, and they give you a off-road tire. And I do like how they add these recovery hooks onto the receiver hitch too. It's gonna have a 392 rear. See the coils out back? And that's why I said earlier, if you're after just the off-road look of these trucks, all that comes standard. All of it. More clearance lights on the side. Now, it looks like a vent here, but that's not functional. Full LED tail lights. And just one more time, there is a light down below here for if you're hooking up to a trailer at night. And that's pretty much it. Let's pop the hood really quickly. Whether you get the level 1 or not, you get the same high output Hurricane engine, twin turbo inline 6, 3-liter displacement, 540 horsepower, 521 pound-feet of torque. All that power does go through a reliable 8-speed made by ZF, which is the 8HP 75. That's probably the main reason why I would buy a Ram truck, because they have the most reliable transmissions in the segment. So, isn't that funny how things change? Functional intake system too with that hood, and they call that the Ram airflow. So let's go ahead and discuss interior, because this is where I think most people have to make the decision. Is that $10,000 level 1 really worth it? Let's find out. Wow, I'm impressed by the base RHO. For some weird reason, I thought that they had more of like a bighorn design for the interior, but no, this is the exact same door card as the level 1 with just a few changes. Now you do see here, there are some buttons missing right there. You still have power folding outside mirrors, which is nice. Auto up and down for the front windows. And you have to hold it going up and down for the rears. But yeah, the only thing that you'll see different is probably the speaker grill, because you have the Harman Kardon, but that Alcantara looks really nice. You have that black chrome, and this graphic here is decent, right? Let's go ahead and check out that level 1. Dang, that is, wow, very close. You almost can't tell a difference until that carbon fiber starts glistening in the sun, and that looks killer. But you have the same suede Alcantara, whatever you want to call it. You do add this additional speaker, and you get the nice speaker grills. Also, seat memories and massage function on the door. Now, because this doesn't have the tow mirrors, that's why this is blanked out, which I don't like the tow mirrors on this truck. So you don't get auto up and down for the rear for this truck either. So I don't know, maybe, man, that's very close. You also get the same steering wheel too, and you have the sport pedals on both sides. Now, what I was really shocked by, and I mean really shocked by, was the seats. I, for some reason, thought that you're gonna get a more basic seat, but no, you do get the same exact seats in these trucks. Now, the only advantage to this level 1 RHO is that if you want those red accents on the interior, that is only a part of the level 1 equipment group. I'm back over to the other truck. You guys see here, you have the lumbar that goes up and down, in and out. So this is a 12-way seat. Now on the other truck, you have carbon fiber here. Wherever you see this trimming is going to be carbon fiber on that truck. And you guys see that cover right there? Let's check out the cover on the other truck. Get a little bit closer. There you go. And you probably were expecting to see carbon fiber, but no, you have a screen here. This is not a Ford Raptor. They have that carbon fiber on that side on their 37 package one, but no, you get the passenger screen. You get all that leather right there. Also, let's go ahead and jump in. Heads up displays right there. Now, take note of this dash. I'm gonna come back to this in a second. Also, check out the treatment on the side of the screen. 14.5-inch displays on this truck, okay? You guys see all this? That shouldn't change. Now, dual charger down below, okay? Also, you have an HDMI for the passenger screen. That's gonna change for both trucks too. You're only gonna have a single charger on the base RHO, but the shifter, as I said, you have carbon fiber here, 360 camera on this side of the house. You have the larger screen, which I do like the larger screen now. You have this, so you get a lot in that package. Also, LED lights are standard on both sides. You have the HomeLink system. Now, you guys see the dash, right? This is what I expected to see, the difference on both of these trucks. Let's take a quick peek at the other one. So you have a more basic dash, right? You don't have the suede with the leather, the heads-up display, Alpine, which the Alpine ain't bad. That Alpine is killer, personally. I think that it wouldn't sway me either way, although that Harman Kardon, it just has better highs. And I would say the lows are about the same for both, just my opinion. You guys see right here, that would be carbon fiber on that truck. 12-inch display, and as I said, you don't have that 360 camera, auto dimming, but you don't have the camera for that. HomeLink does come standard. You still have LED lights, place for your sunshades up there. You guys see down here, just the single charger. You have more auxiliary switches for this truck with the 12-inch display, which is interesting, by the way, but you still get the same center console, right? That's nice. Also, all your drive modes, your red button here doesn't change. So I mean, listen, 12-inch screen, adaptive cruise control. You still have the paddle shifters, power pedals down below, automatic headlights, no shocker there. And in case you wanted to see inside of here, you have your power plug, and that's gonna be the same for both trucks. And you just have the 4 USBs there. So all in all, some people would buy this truck just to have that. By the way, this is all hard plastic. That was wrapped in leather on that truck over there, if you don't remember. Now out back, not bad. However, the deal killer for me, because my kids are older now and I do love my kids, you don't have heated or ventilated seats out back. By the way, you don't have ventilated seats out front, as you saw on the window sticker. They still give you the MOLLE strips back here. Love this accent on the seat. No recline function. You do still have the storage that is collapsible. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to the other truck. The carbon fibers there, the nicer speaker grills are there, and they give you the nicer speaker grills up here because you have more speakers going on. And as I said, the second row, legendary. You have reclining seats, heated, ventilated, same power plugs. You guys see the accent right there. Nothing changes. Again, the MOLLE strips are there. You do have the storage. I do have to check on this side. Hold on, because sometimes you don't even get that. Let's see. You do have the storage on both sides, so that's good. That's good. Okay, now right here. This is just better appointed, and that's not a big deal, right? But if you are spending more, the manufacturer should give you a little bit more, right? See right here, tilt headrest. That comes standard on these trucks too. So in the comment section, I want to hear from you guys. Which one do you like better? I think for some people, yeah, saving the money on this side makes sense. However, For some people, $10,000 more is not a big price jump. So they're always going to go for the more premium setup. Even right here, how they wrap the grab handles with the leather. You don't get that on that truck over there. So let's go and check out the payload numbers, and then that will pretty much end the video. We're gonna start with the blue one first because that's the base one. Now the gross axle weight rating out front is gonna be 4,300 pounds. The rear is 4,200 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,800 pounds. Those numbers are not going to change. The wheels are 18 by 9. And then all in payload is 1,434 pounds. Tire pressure is 38 PSI all the way around. Nothing's going to change for these numbers. Look at the payload, 1,441 pounds. What is that? What is that, 7 pounds? Oh my gosh. But, oh, you know what? Look, as I look down, that's why. So all the extra niceties that this has is going to lower the payload, but I'm willing to bet you these running boards are probably going to add potentially 100 pounds. With all the hardware, probably 100 pounds. So yeah, you're still going to have more payload with the base RHO. It's no shocker. And these trucks don't have the twin panel, so keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. See you guys in the next video.